Men, this one's for you. I also serve a small country parish, St. Paul's, out in White, and we recently lost one of the older parishioners, Leroy. Leroy was quite the man, very helpful. I've known him for 10 and a half years, and a real man's man. I think there's some things for us to learn about masculinity and manliness from some of the stories and examples of Leroy's life. If you look around for questions on manliness, you'll find lots of questions, lots of debate on what it means to be a man today. Is manliness found in a beard? Is manliness found in domination of others? Is manliness something that's toxic, that needs to be carefully handled, lest it contaminate, infect, and destroy other things? What is manliness? I'm not going to exhaustively cover this, obviously, but I think there's some good things to consider from Leroy's life. In Leroy's life, when he saw a need, he met a need. So if I could give just one piece of advice from Leroy's life, it would be that men, if you see a need, meet a need. Build that habit up, to be alert, to be attentive to the needs of others, and to meet those needs as best and as simply as you can. In the town of White, a small country rural town, 15 miles out of Brookings, they did not have an ambulance service. They relied on Brookings. So what did he do? Back in the 70s and 80s, he started raising money and doing work to develop an ambulance service. Was he a trained EMT? No. Was he a medical professional? No. He sold fuel oil. But he saw the need, and so he started doing it. See a need, meet a need. That habit of being a man who saw needs and met needs became his main identity in the town. As a fuel oil man, he also worked on furnaces. His daughter tells the story of a Thanksgiving when they were growing up. They had just sat down for the family meal. What happens? They get a call of a family whose furnace is out. Leroy goes. Because someone's in the cold, someone needs a furnace, and he goes. He sees a need, he meets a need. So, for you men who are listening, or for those of you that are encouraged and love the men in your lives, encourage them to develop the habit of seeing needs and meeting needs. That's actually one of the reasons we don't allow women altar servers at the Newman Center, because men need to learn to see and meet needs on their own. Women are much better at this typically than men. Women are more aware of the needs of others around them. And so when they see those needs, they meet them. But men need to step forward in that. And that's why it's all the more impressive, all the more encouraging, all the more inspiring when we see it in a man. One of Leroy's daughter-in-laws tells a story when she was maybe just engaged or about to be engaged to Leroy's son. She was out in White at a softball game, and in the stands, a young girl started choking on something. And the grandfather of the little girl who held her immediately stood up and said, "Where's Leroy?" He knew who to go to for help. And this woman, who eventually became Leroy's daughter-in-law, she said, "I was just filled with such wonder and gladness in my heart that this is the family I'm marrying into. That when people are in need, they look to this man and he helps them." One of the great things you can do as a Christian man is learn how to identify and meet the needs of others. Now, of course, you always do that in a gentlemanly way, not imposing upon others, but still being attentive and helpful, proactive. So, men, this one's for you. If you want to grow to be a better man, look and be attentive to the needs of others and seek to help them and meet them in their trials. I'm Father Andrew Dickinson from the Pius XII Catholic Newman Center. God bless you. Have a great week.